Hey everyone, and welcome back to another week of tips and tricks with FiftyOne. This week, we're going to be taking a look at keypoint skeletons. Keypoint skeletons are used in pose estimation to give a more fine-tuned look at different parts of a human body or animals potentially. Pose estimation has many different use cases, such as surveillance, as well as use cases in healthcare, tracking people's movements to make sure that they're healthy and safe. We're going to be showing a start to finish flow here today about how you can start from scratch and get all the way to a skeleton relatively quickly using FiftyOne. We'll be using a annotation integration. You can use whatever one of that you're comfortable with, and we're going to be using CVAT here, but feel free to be using any of our other ones or any ones that you prefer. You're also more than welcome to bring your own key points if you already have them, and you're just looking and interested in how to make key point skeletons in FiftyOne. So we're going to start off by loading the quick start data set here. Once this is loaded, we're going to find a sample that we're interested in getting key points from and getting a skeleton in. I have a certain guy in mind that I like. It's this guy riding his skateboard. I think he looks really cool. So we are going to tag this sample. And we're going to tag this sample annotate. That way we know to look at him later. So now that our sample is tagged, we want to define our skeleton. Skeletons in FiftyOne are defined by the points that make them up and the edges that connect them. So here we have our labels. We can see our left hand, left shoulder, right hand, left eye, right eye, and mouth. And then our edges, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, that's connecting left hand to our left shoulder, our right shoulder to our right hand, and so on and so forth. You can see this is a list of lists, so that there is a break between here. That's because we want to make sure that our eye and mouth are connected, but not our shoulders and hands. You're also going to need a API for whatever annotation integration that you're going to do here. I'm going to use CVAT, but feel free to use whatever one you want, like I said before. Once we are able to match our tags, we make sure that we have our single sample here. Once we're ready to annotate, we can run this to load our CVAT instance. I'm going to pull that over now. We can see our man here. He's still riding his skateboard. He still looks super cool. And then we're going to make sure that we get our key points in. And very important step here, make sure that you're following the index order that you outlined earlier. So that's right hand, right shoulder, left hand, and then eyes, mouth. Once we're done, we can save. That's saved. We can change the job state to completed. That's completed. It's going to refresh for us, and then we can finish our job. Perfect. Now that's done, we can hop back in. Hopping back in, we can check to see our results. We can load them in. We can put them to a dictionary. Any information that you're interested about annotation and our integration, you're more than enough information there, as well as we have tons of documentation on it. But what I'm concerned about is loading our skeleton back in. All you need to do is load annotations, pass that annotation key that we passed in earlier, and that'll bring us a new view here. And looking at our guy, we can see our new key point skeleton. We can remove our ground truths and predictions from the quick start data set and see that we have our first key point skeleton right away labeled as person. And just like that quick, you can get your skeletons in FiftyOne easily using key point and key points. If you have any questions about this, highly suggest you to check out our documentation. Hop over to our community Slack where we're more than happy to answer any questions. If you enjoy FiftyOne, please give us a like on our GitHub stars, as well as look out for any future meetups if you're interested, or workshops if you're looking to explore more how you can get into FiftyOne. That's all I have for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Enjoy.